Happy Halloween, my retro friends. Thanks for finding my channel, Mike the Retro Realtor. Today we're going to talk about one of my favorite scary movies. Now, a little about myself. I've never been a big slasher guy. Yes, of course, I've seen all the classics, Friday the 13th, Halloween, Nightmare on Elm Street. I've seen all those. They are fun. But there's a movie that takes the slasher aspect and then kind of mixes it with a little back in time, but really takes all the stupid lines, all the corniness to the next level. Today we're going to talk about 1993's Sam Raimi's and Bruce Campbell's masterpiece, Army of Darkness. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I just love these over-the-top, not take yourselves too serious movies that they're here to make fun. And I'm not putting down the producers or the actors in any aspect. These guys were incredibly professional and they thought out everything, but they are there to make you laugh, maybe scare you a little bit. I don't really consider Army of Darkness a terribly scary movie. I think it's a funny movie. It's not really underrated either. And I know it didn't do very well at the theaters. It only did $11.5 million on an $11 million budget. But this thing had such a life on cable, VHS, and then later on DVD all the way up to 4K. I mean, this is one of those movies that is only 81 minutes, but strap in because you're just not going to get bored. The plot's pretty simple, though outlandish. After the events of Evil Dead 2, our hero Ash Williams gets sucked into the year 1300, where he just lands with the Oldsmobile and his shotgun and chainsaw.
All right, you primitive screwheads, listen up. See this? This is my boomstick!
Into a medieval type world where the occupants are actually fighting the Deadites on their own. Ash does not care to get involved with that. He just wants to go back home. So for Ash to get home, he has to find the Necronomicon, a sacred book of the dead, blah, blah, blah. It's the next MacGuffin. So on his quest, they do a lot of throwbacks to the original Evil Dead movies where you can just see the camera going crazy. There's even a cabin scene of sorts where he's trapped in a window, where he has to fight off 4 mini Ashes. I mean, it's kind of nonsensical, but it's fun. It does move the plot along. When he gets to the graveyard where the book is kept, he has to say the sacred words, otherwise the dead will rise and attack Ash and his newfound allies. And of course, because it's Ash Williams, our beloved Ash, he screws up the whole thing. Apparently he didn't get every cylinder correct.
Look, maybe I didn't say every single little tiny syllable, no, but basically I said them, yeah.
Dung-eating fool! Thou hast doomed us all!
So the Evil Dead starts marching on the castle. Now the scouts give them 2 days notice. So now we have like a montage where Ash is teaching them how to do modern tactics with spears. And they even learn about gunpowder. As the battle starts, you see the effort and the skill put in by the producers. I mean, it's actually, for what it is, with a small budget, it's actually really cool looking. They use rear projection, stop motion animation. There are great puppets and models. This is all practical effects. This is 1992-91 production. So yes, CGI was a thing, but it was kind of crap. So they went old school. It probably saved them a ton of money, but it makes for a very awesome looking movie. Some people may say it looks cheap and cheesy. I think it's great. As the battle goes on, it goes back and forth. Some allies join into the battle, and eventually the good guys win. Believe it or not, I'm an old school gamer. Atari, Intellivision, Sega Master System, but I pretty much grew up with the Nintendo NES. And one of my favorite games for the Nintendo is 1995's Bone Storm. This game puts you and your opponent against each other. It's a 2-player game. You fight each other, and there's awesome backgrounds, combo moves, punching, kicking, fighting, biting, everything. With the holidays coming up and Christmas right around the corner, go out and find a copy of Bone Storm. They're still out there, believe it or not. If you don't have the money to buy the cartridge, go into your parents and say, buy me Bone Storm or go to hell.
So tell your folks, buy me Bone Storm or go to hell!
What I love about this is when Ash is fighting, you have so many one-liners, so many great clips. I mean, the character Ash is just a simple guy who's a clerk at basically a Kmart ripoff.
Hardware, aisle 12. Shop smart, shop S-smart.
And that's why you kind of like him. You can kind of identify him. He does have these Elvis tones to him, and he's just over the top. And yeah, is he flamboyant? Is he obnoxious? Absolutely. But that's what you kind of want in a hero like this. I would go so far to say Ash is not the hero we deserve, but he's definitely the hero we need.
Groovy.
credit where credit is due, Bruce Campbell does a great job carrying this movie. He's probably one of my favorite B-list actors. And you know what? A good B-list actor can carry a low-budget film like this. Look at the movie Dinner Rush that I reviewed about a year ago. You get a bunch of professional people. They don't have to have the biggest names, but they're very good at what they do. You can pull off a movie like this. One other notable star in the movie that I just noticed is Bridget Fonda has a blink and you miss it cameo at the beginning of the film. I just noticed this because she's one of my 1990s crushes, like you wouldn't. Just to kind of wrap up, if you're just looking for a fun movie that's so well laid out that you will get a couple chuckles out of, and you can watch this with your 12-year-old son. I mean, this is not a scary movie.
You'll die in the graveyard before you get it.
Hey, what's that you got on your face?
Huh? Blah, blah, blah.
See how that works?
It has a rated R, but I don't really see why it has a rated R. All the violence is comical. I mean, this is basically a slapstick movie. There's one scene where Ash is on the ground, and it's basically a Three Stooges routine as they beat the crap out of him. And Ash does get his ass kicked all throughout the movie. But it's not a terribly gory movie. There's no sex. There's very little swearing. In my opinion, this is a PG-13 movie, especially for 1993. Go buy yourself the DVD. It's $10 on eBay, or you can find it at a secondhand store for probably less than that. It's an 81-minute watch. It flies by. You can watch it with your kids. Just tell your kids that this is kind of a gory slapstick movie. Just give them that little bit of preface, but I'd be very comfortable watching this with my 10 or 12-year-old son back in the day. Production values, not the highest by any means, but for what it is, it's great. Audience reception was pretty good though. As of filming, IMDb has a 7.4 viewer rating, and then Rotten Tomatoes has a 69% critic and 86% audience. I actually watched the Siskel and Ebert review. Both of them hated it, but Siskel kind of gave it a, it's okay, where Ebert just destroyed it. So it's not for everyone, especially the critics. But if you want a fun movie that's really well done and they did the best with what they were working with, which honestly, I don't think more money would have made this movie any better. This is definitely a movie to watch, and this is a nice end cap of the Evil Dead trilogy. That being said, check out the movie. It's a fun watch. Keep it retro, my friends, and don't just shop smart, shop S-Smart.